And we're live. What's up, everybody? It's COGconnected. We're here at E3 2016. What would you say? -2. We're 2 days before the big show. I'm Shawn. To my right, we've got
Trevor.
Paul.
Scott.
All right, so it's Saturday night. We're prepping up for a huge E3. It seems crazy busy this year. There's a lot going on. And tomorrow we're starting with our press conferences. And so Sunday we've got EA lined up and Bethesda lined up. And you two gentlemen, you get to take on EA. What do you think you're going to see? And do you think we're in for any surprises from EA or the same old, same old?
I think the most surprising thing, or not surprising, but thing we haven't seen is going to be Mass Effect Andromeda.
God, I hope so.
New galaxy, new characters, new races, new gameplay options. I think it's going to be amazing, and I hope we see a lot of it.
Otherwise, I'm not really expecting much from E3 in terms of surprises. We already know.
You mean EA?
EA. Sorry.
It's
Plenty of surprises from E3. In this case, though, Battlefield 1, Titanfall 2, we already know they're on the board. They're coming. We'll probably see more concrete footage about them. We're going to see sports titles. It's EA's thing. We can't get around it. But otherwise, we're going to see what we're expecting from them. Hopefully Mass Effect, but otherwise, pretty by the books.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the vibe that I've gotten is there's not a lot of surprises. You're the sports guy, so I mean, do you really think, is there anything they're going to give you apart from like look another like some shinier graphics? Like, is Madden just not Madden by now?
Well, look, as a diehard Madden fan, you're always looking to see what kind of tweaks and innovations they make. But yeah, the rest of us, 45 minutes, it's going to be a snooze fest of sports. But if we see some Titanfall 2 single player, I'll be quite happy. And I think a lot of people will be quite happy.
Yeah, I agree. I know that was probably one of the biggest points of contention, we'll say, is a lackluster single-player experience because, let's face it, not everybody plays well with others, right? So, yeah, I mean, if Titanfall 2 decides to drop a little bit of single-player, like a campaign and a story, that would probably go towards selling a lot more titles or a lot more copies, and it's going to PS4. So it's another market that they haven't even tapped into yet, right?
An extra 40 million people who probably didn't play the last one because...
Well, because a lot of them just don't want to buy an Xbox.
You got that right.
Right. Well, simmer down.
Hi.
All right. And then so after that, though, we get to roll on to Bethesda. And last year, Bethesda, they basically kind of dropped bomb after bomb after bomb. They did not give a shit. They just blew minds. We got Fallout. We got a little teaser of Dishonored 2. And obviously Doom, which turned out to be an amazing fucking game, right?
Possible game of the year.
Wow, that's bold, but it's an amazing game. I mean, I just love shooting the shit out of things.
One of the very best of the first half of the year. Let's
Preach.
Let's be honest.
Preach. I'm on board. So, what do we have in store this year? We've heard leaks of. We've heard Skyrim remastered. I would welcome the shit out of that. What else we got? We know we're going to see some Dishonored 2.
Evil Within 2.
Right.
There's that rumor.
But apart from that, I mean, they got to be keeping something close to the chest that we do not know about. They're going to drop some sort of bomb on us. What do you guys think?
My completely off-the-board prediction is a new Obsidian-developed Fallout game. New Vegas is the best in the Fallout franchise by a country mile because of all the karma options, all the factions. Just the scope of the game is way wider than any of the other Bethesda-published Fallout titles. And I really would like to see what Obsidian can do with that new engine.
So do you think that would be like a just the tip sort of situation? Like they're just going to give us the slightest little teaser? Because it's too soon. It's too soon. They're still working on DLC for Fallout 4.
It's too soon for that to come out this year, absolutely. But I think the time is right for them to keep that Fallout train a-chugging because things have fallen off a lot faster than they have in the past with the Fallout games.
Yeah, I mean, apart from that, is there anything? Are you seeing any surprises, Trevor? Or apart from that,
maybe a Wolfenstein 2. Maybe we've been hearing a little bit about that. Machine Games, they're working on something. Is it time for a sequel? I think it might be time, and I think that would blow people away.
Well, the Old Blood was kind of like our little bit more of Wolfenstein, and that was awesome. So I'd like to see a little bit more. Scott, what about you? You see anything?
Personally, that's what I'm holding out for, is more of a new Wolfenstein, obviously. The first one was a great game. I'm also holding out for Prey 2. I know you guys have been just a little bit less, more of if it's a big enough announcement for Bethesda. But even then, it's a game that a certain amount of people have wanted, and I think
It's like a
bringing it
cult
back-
classic.
Exactly.
People kind of came out of the woodworks to love that one.
There was that trailer for 2 that came back in 2011. People really liked it, and then we haven't heard anything since then. And that's been about 5 years, so it's time for something
We're
to kind of
due.
shake loose potentially.
We're due. And then so after that, though, that's going to wrap up our Sunday. And then we move into Monday, which is obviously the big day.
Day zero.
Day zero. And there's a ton. I mean, obviously, we started out in the morning with Microsoft. And we've heard talks of Scorpio. It's not going to be there.
Well, we don't know that.
We don't know, but we do know, or again, I mean, even that's kind of rumor. We've been hearing talks about the Xbox One Slim and rumors out recently of a possible 2 terabyte, too. Like, people bitch about storage space on these new consoles. A 2 terabyte would be very welcome to a lot of people who just, aren't savvy enough to go and bother to buy the external hard drive and everything else. But we're probably going to see Recore, a little bit of Recore. We're going to maybe see some Crackdown 3, Sea of Thieves.
Gears 4.
Gears 4 is a
Gears 4.
given. But again, similar to EA, what do they have up their sleeve? Are there any surprises? Trev?
I think there'll definitely be some surprises. I think we might see a little bit of. I think there'll be the typical surprises besides the alarm.
That's not a surprise. This is LA.
That's true. I think we'll see a price drop. We're going to see a little bit of the Slim. We're going to see Recore. I'm hoping to see a lot more of Sea of Thieves. I mean, we've literally seen nothing of Sea of Thieves, so I'd like to see at least some kind of gameplay demo. Crackdown 3, that has been so under the radar lately. I really want to see a lot of Crackdown 3.
And they made some bold predictions about how Crackdown 3 would take advantage of the cloud. Yeah. They kept going on about the magic of the cloud, and we haven't seen anything yet.
I think they are going hard stop on the cloud. They're not going to talk about the cloud.
You think they're just hoping that...
They are not going to mention the cloud.
You realize gamers are like elephants. Elephants never forget, and neither do we.
We clearly don't forget, but that's why they're not going to say cloud anymore. People are like, what the does that mean?
Yeah, what does it even mean? They never really explained themselves the first time.
Always online would really be the way you could possibly interpret that at this point.
Well, I mean, that's pretty much gaming now, period. Yeah. So, I mean, apart from that, though, is anybody really expecting anything that's really going to surprise us, really going to wow us?
Not so much a surprise.
Is it just me, though? I think after Guardians did not get the reception that they really, really wanted, I think it's time to take a step back. It is obviously their flagship. Maybe make sure that they really bring the best that they can bring to the table next time and probably take a step back. I don't see any Halo, apart from Halo Wars 2, in our future when it comes to Microsoft just yet.
I mean, I think we're going to see a new Forza game. That's a yearly thing for Microsoft
Horizon
now.
Probably, Horizon 3.
Probably a Horizon game. I think we're going to see what Capcom Vancouver's working on, Dead Rising 4.
Little Dead Rising 4. And which they are rumoring right now to be an Xbox One exclusive. Ooh. Another one to kind of get under their belt.
What I'd really like to see with Phil Spencer walking around in this T-shirt all last year is a new Battletoads game.
Yeah,
let's see what they can do with that franchise in a game that's not 35 years old.
Well, not only that, I mean, it was known for punishing difficulty. Battletoads was difficult as balls. Mm-hmm. And I mean...
Battletoad Souls?
Well, no, I don't know if they'd ever bring, like, the From Software level of punishing difficulty.
Hey, man,
but it's going to be hard as balls if they do it.
There are rumors of a new IP from Software. Is that Battletoads?
I think we're at a stretch. I mean, it'd be pretty amazing, but we're stretching.
Full stretch.
That's a bold prediction.
That's not a prediction. That's a full stretch.
Yeah.
No, I can agree with the Battletoads thing, though. We've got Phil Spencer walking around showing off his Battletoads T-shirt. You got Rash showing up in Killer Instinct.
And Shovel Knight.
Cameo.
So 2 cameos.
Exactly. And there's just been too many drops and references to Battletoads after this amount of time. Something's going to happen. We're going to see something Battletoads related, I think.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. That's one of those franchises, one of those rare gems that I'd like to see get a little bit more life. And after that, so Microsoft wrapping up, we are going to head off to Ubisoft. And Ubisoft, it seems like, I don't want to say that they blew their load. I mean, I'm sure that we're going to see a little bit of something that we don't know, but they've really given us a lot. We're going to see Watch Dogs 2, which they already showed us. We're going to see Ghost Recon Wildlands. We're going to see some For Honor. Assassin's Creed is taking the year off. But apart from that, like we know a lot about what we're going to see. I know you were talking about something that you think might be a bit of surprise. Maybe it's time for it to kind of come back, and I would be excited about this, Trev.
I think it's time for a new Prince of Persia game. It's a franchise that's been dormant for a little while now. We've got no Assassin's Creed. It just seems the timing would be right for a little Prince of Persia. I don't think we'll see it this year, but it'd be nice to see some sort of trailer, some sort of teaser, and maybe something we can look forward to next year.
Yeah, and I think they kind of finished up their new IP business with For Honor because we haven't had a chance to get our hands on that. So are we really going to see anything else from Mubi? What do you think, guys?
I think we're going to see some of South Park. South Park, the fractured butthole.
Butthole? Is it? Oh, not butthole?
Butthole.
Oh, butthole.
Butthole.
It's all in the enunciation, fellas.
Fractured butthole.
Butthole, like as in together.
Oh.
Together.
Not butthole.
Not butthole. All right.
Butthole.
All right. Now that we've cleared that up, everybody really was it the Stick of Truth? Everybody loved the Stick of Truth. Everybody loved it. But am I one of the only people that kind of feels like South Park's kind of had its time? Are they fading?
I think you're the only person who feels that
Ever?
way
Like really?
in the world. You're the only one.
In the whole world?
I mean,
Jesus.
The Stick of Truth was so good. It was.
It
so
was.
Funny.
I'm
It
with
was
you. I'm
so
with you.
on top of everything. All of its references were amazing. I think they're going to keep that momentum, and they're going to knock it out of the park again.
I hope so.
Well, that's the thing, too, is you look at the Stick of Truth, and they kind of lampoon video games a little bit, and then you've got the Fractured Butthole, and they're kind of touching on some of the superhero episodes from South Park. That's a whole other genre that they can kind of poke fun at, and there's a lot of material there that they can make fun of.
Well, we can always count on Stone and Parker to come through. They haven't really let us down in, God, what is it, 15 years of South Park? So that's one we can look forward to.
The last bad thing they did was Orgasmo.
Well, or a
And that was
basketball.
bad.
Basketball's actually pretty good.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, okay.
I mean, for your inner child. So after we leave Ubi, obviously what most people or a lot of people consider the biggest one because they've got the market share right now is Sony. And we've heard a lot of talking about the PS4K or the Neo, whatever you want to call it. But Andrew House came out and he said, look, guys, we're not giving it to you. I mean, it could be it could be a diversion tactic. He just doesn't want us to know. But they're saying we're not going to talk about that. So let's kind of take that off the table. We've got Horizon Zero Dawn, which is we're definitely going to see something. They put off that release till February. Was it 17 or 25th? I think 2017. But February of next year, we gonna see some Final Fantasy VII remake. I hope so. Anything else?
I think we're due for some Final Fantasy VII because it took that long just to get to the announcement trailer, and now we actually have it. We know it's coming. Let's see some of the goods, though, Square.
Like it or not, I think they have to talk a little bit about the Neo. They have to get in front of this thing because there's so much conjecture and hearsay out there. Even if they're not showing us the box or telling us the price, they've got to talk a little bit about what this thing is and why they're doing it.
And get ahead of the opinions.
Yeah.
Because the groundswell of people just hating on it without knowing anything about it with the leaks was immense.
And okay, but what do you guys think about the fact that they're talking about PSVR might not even run on our current PlayStations that we all forked out $400, $500 or whatever it was for? That's a lot of bridges that might be burned because there's a lot of people who are really hyped out about PSVR. So that's going to be a big bomb to drop if they're saying that it's not going to work unless you buy a new machine.
You look at the cost, though, and you look at getting it going on your PC. As an Oculus Rift or an HTC Vive is $500, $600 along with a graphics card that supports it. You're looking at probably $1,200 to $1,300 alone.
But the PSVR is kind of being pushed as the poor man's VR. I don't want to say poor man because I don't think it's doing it justice. But it's more accessible for the public. So I think that might be a bit of a kick in the crotch for people.
Well, do we know how much it'll cost?
Well, we have no talk about cost or anything in any of that regard yet. So we're speculating. We're speculating here.
I'm pretty sure they said $399
for the VR, but we don't know what the Neo's going to cost.
Oh, the Neo.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay, well, apart from that, we know we're going to see a little bit of Horizon. We're assuming maybe some Final Fantasy VII. Are there any other surprises from Sony? They got to drop something. They're always big.
I think we could see God of War.
Oh, God, yes.
Tease that there's going to be a Norse reboot, and we're going to take a duck away from Greek mythology and start delving a little bit to Nordic mythology.
I mean,
pretty interesting.
I can't wait to see Kratos in a Viking helmet. Is that just me? No? Is it me?
No.
Yeah, I don't know about the helmet. No.
No, I think he'd look good. But I mean, okay, so he would.
Absolutely.
Well, you know what? And if he didn't, would you tell him that he looked shitty?
But you know what?
He'd fucking pull your spleen out through your throat, dude.
He's a video
You and
game,
I,
Shawn.
we'd all look good in Viking helmets.
Yeah.
In fact, tomorrow night, that's what we need to do.
Tomorrow night is Viking. But okay, so after that though, I mean, so we got maybe some God of War. Do they have anything else that they're hiding from us?
Well, yeah, I think Kojima will be on the stage.
There
whether
we
they
go.
whether they talk about what he's doing or not, he's going to be on the stage because they locked him up for his first game.
Yeah. It's time for the post Metal Gear Kojima era, and there has been those teases coming up till now. I mean, we don't know what we're gonna see, but we know if it's coming from Kojima, it's gonna be inventive as hell, right?
You know, I know what their big reveal is, and I'm going to reveal it to you right now.
Right now.
Right now.
The suspense is killing me.
I know. It's The Last of Us 2.
Well, they're going to talk about that, but that's not what I'm talking about.
Oh.
The big deal here at E3 2016
Wait for it,
in
folks.
LA
Wait for it.
is Knack 2.
I liked Knack 1. I mean,
It was stupendously mediocre.
oh yeah, it was totally mediocre, but I mean, I guess I accepted it for being completely mediocre. But I still have fun with it with my child, like my real child, like not my inner child. My
Inner child had to have enjoyed it too.
a little bit.
That wouldn't be a mic dropping moment, though, at all.
No,
Absolutely.
Hey, you just wait and see. You haven't seen. You don't know what I know about Knack 2.
that's right. So okay,
I don't know anything about Knack 2, by the way.
So okay, I mean, I think the bottom line is we can say we can look forward to probably at least one surprise from everybody. They might not all be jaw drops, but we're going to see at least one surprise from everybody. And we obviously know we've got a huge show in front of us. So I guess just tune in tomorrow, and we'll be able to fill you guys in on all the sweet goods that we saw down here in LA.
Mic drop.